Fala galera, beleza? Tudo em paz com vocês? Sejam todos muito bem-vindos. Eu sou o Cello Emerson e começamos agora mais uma live entrevista aqui no canal do Jornal Diário de São Paulo. Antes de falarmos com o nosso convidado, eu vou avisar a todos vocês que essa entrevista será em inglês, porque o meu convidado de hoje é lá de Birmingham, lá na Inglaterra, uma das pessoas mais importantes do cenário da música pesada de todo mundo. Vai ser uma entrevista muito interessante, eu tenho certeza. E antes de chamá-lo, eu quero lembrar a todos que o Jornal Diário de São Paulo está nas bancas, tem a versão impressa, temos o conteúdo online no portal www.spdiario.com.br e temos este canal aqui, onde fazemos lives como esta. Já falamos hoje com o KK Downing, fiquem ligados, e agora eu vou falar com o grande Blaze Bayley, que já foi vocalista de uma das maiores bandas de heavy metal do mundo, a Maiden, e hoje tem uma carreira solo inquestionável, irretocável. Agora, pessoal, eu vou começar falando em inglês com ele e depois nós vamos jogar legendas e eu peço que vocês fiquem atentos e acionem as legendas em português. Hi, Mr. Blaze Bayley, thank you so much to joining us today.
Tudo bem, Brasil? Tudo bem, Brasil? Tudo?
Great,
Where's
Blaze
my
Bayley.
casinhas? Where is my frango de Brasilinha? Where is my shop? I am missing Brazil. Please hurry up and bring me back.
Brazil loves you, Mr. Blaze Bayley, and I will send coxinhas de frango for you. Okay, you deserve it. You deserve it.
Thank you so much.
I am thrilled talking to you. You are a great guy. I am a great fan of you. And let's start talking about this fucking great new album, War Within Me.
Oh, thank you very much.
This is a great album. I am enjoying it so much. And
thank you. You're very kind.
And 2 years ago, I chatted with KK Downing, eternal guitarist of Judas Priest. Now I have the opportunity to chat with Mr. Blaze Bayley, one of the heavy metal's most important singers of all time. It's great. Can you imagine my happiness? I have to hide my fan side again, but it's not possible, okay? I hope the audience enjoyed this interview the same way I am enjoying to do it, okay? And talking about this album, the guitars, this starts with strong guitars, strong killing guitars.
Yes.
Any special concerns about that? Start a straight heavy metal album.
Because I am the producer of the album alongside Chris Appleton. We produce the album together and write the songs together. I wanted to have an album that made me feel 14 again. That when I was listening to my first heavy metal albums, the excitement when I first heard Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin and Saxon and Iron Maiden, all of these bands, you know, were very, very exciting. Not much fancy production on those albums. So when we were mixing, because I'm the producer, there's another level for me to express myself. I can go beyond the song and I can think about my listener. How will my listener interpret the song? How do I tell the story to my listener using what I have? And it became obvious as we got closer to the final mix and we tried different introductions. The only possible introduction is the old-fashioned, old-school guitar riff. dun, 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 and then lead guitar. Yeah, and that is the only way we can do it, because we are saying this is a heavy metal album and we take no prisoners. We don't care if you call us heavy metal. We don't care if you hate us. We rejoice in being heavy metal and using the passion and the power that is available to us in this crazy medium of giant, massive electric guitars in big echoes and massive, big lead solo. All of this, yeah, it's cheesy. Yeah, it may be immature. We don't care. We like it. And it's not for journalists, it's for my fans. My fans in Brazil stood by me through thick and thin. I've been to more towns in Brazil than any other international artist. I've been to more places in Brazil playing my music than any other international artist. And this music is for my fans that supported me in those times. I wanted my fans to listen the album and then at the end of the album feel better in this terrible time for humanity. That, right, what can I do? You can put on Blaze Bayley, War Within Me, all right, and you have a little time away from the terrible things that we're surrounded by. And that's what we did. We wanted it to be simple and direct, and all of the things that we love about metal, with big melodic guitars and really fast solos and melodic solos and interesting lyrics that you want to hear more than once. Then that's what we did from beginning to end. Everything, details, under the microscope. Is this the best? Well, no, we need this chord. That's not the best. We need this melody to be different. The sound of the vowel on this vocal, that doesn't sound good. We need to have this. And that's what we did. And every day that we came to work, we have some bad news. Oh, this really cool festival postponed or cancelled. Oh, the 10th Dimension tour gone. So, okay, we spend more time on the album. And that's why it is the way it is. You know, it's the first album that I've been in the studio and I haven't seen the drummer. We would send off, right, here's what we think, send back your recorded drums and a groove. And that's what we did. It was about rejoicing in what we love most about metal. So it's not fancy, it's simple, and it's direct.
It's quite interesting you say that, because I am a great heavy metal fan, and I say it clearly: there's no bad album in Blaze Bailey's solo career. If he this since the first album, and I got this Blood and Belief, and Endure and Survive, and Infinite Entanglement, and this one, and especially about this brand new album, there's no bad album in Blaze Bailey's
Oh, you're very kind. Thank
solo
you, man.
career. But I think you were very special, inspired to compose this album, because
Well,
there are great melodies in your vocals, Great
we
melodies.
we had time, and also some of the ideas have been around a while. We've been making a trilogy, the Infinite Entanglement trilogy. It's the greatest achievement of my career in music. And then we had this opportunity to make an album that's a collection of 10 songs. They don't have to be related or linked in any way, just 10 of the best songs that we could do. Some of the songs go back to ideas we had a long time ago, a few years ago. They didn't fit with the trilogy. And one is the unstoppable Stephen Hawking. We just wrote an original song, a couple of minutes long, because we wanted to try out a new studio. And we just kept the idea basic, tried it, okay, and it was called The Hawk. Then when we came to this album, we said, right, what do we have in our vault? And Chris said, we've got The Hawk. Okay, and we listen. It's pretty basic, but it's we have some good things that we can build on and start. So that was something that we could do. We built on what we had there and started coming up with different parts, and it became huge. So now it went from The Hawk to the unstoppable Stephen Hawking, and it's huge. And we had different things going on in the beginning. No, take it out, take it out, take it out. Simple, direct, using the power and the melody and anger that you can find in that guitar, in electric guitar, and also the joy and passion of the vocal and the melody, and to sing the words, to go unstoppable, unstoppable, don't believe in what they tell you. It's just fantastic. They don't know everything, because it's a completely true story about a man. They said, you have 3 years to live. 49 years later, he's written books. He can't even speak. He's in a chair. It's like this. He's still massive. He's one of the cleverest people that's ever been on planet Earth. But if I was faced with a wheelchair and not being able to get up and be independent like Stephen Hawking, I don't know if I could do it. For me, that is the hero, not the fantastic scientific achievements in physics. The fact that that man, after he's given a death sentence, goes, I'm just going to keep working. I've got too much to do. And they can't kill him. And in some situations, people get this thing, oh, you've got 3 weeks to live, you've got 3 months to live, bang, there they go, dead. And Stephen Hawking, with the power of his spirit and his will, kept going for 49 years. For me, that's what I wanted to celebrate with the song, the unstoppable Stephen Hawking.
Great, great. And maybe you have this connection because you are a warrior. You are a warrior. You have as we said in Portuguese, I will try to translate, kill a lion every day. You, Blaze Bayley, yeah, and You wrote a lyrics, Warrior. This is a great song. It's a great song, and
Thank
there
you.
are connections. There are connections between songs, between lyrics, as the Unstoppable Stephen Hawking and Warrior, in my opinion. Yeah, because
Well,
you are a great warrior.
oh, thank you. Muito obrigado.
Yeah.
People that don't know you will say horrible things about you, and they will use words like hopeless and loser and impossible about you and your dreams. And I wanted to do something to show people you have a choice about the words you use inside your own mind and that you speak about yourself. You have a choice, but they don't want you to know that. They want to control you, say, you are this loser. It is impossible for you to have this dream. I started off working in a hotel on a night shift, cleaning a hotel. I dreamed of being a heavy metal singer, and now I'm living my dream. So who are they to say that I can't have my dream? I'm living my dream. I have incredible fans in Brazil and all over the world that support me and are interested in what I have to say with music. And so, if I have managed sometimes on my better days to go, no, perhaps you don't always win, but you do always fight. And perhaps one of those times when you get back up and you fight again, you'll find yourself and the first step towards the dream of the life that you want. So that is what Warrior does. We are damaged, strange and different. We are victims of this place, because in music and especially in heavy metal, it really doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what you wear, because we all wear the same black t-shirts. So it just doesn't matter. We're not about that. So it's more about community than other styles of music where people say, oh, I like that song. But I'm very lucky with my music. People say, I like Blaze Bayley and the music that he makes. Not, I like this song. Who's the singer? So I'm very, very lucky to have incredible support from my fans in Brazil and the rest of the world. And they are a part of my dream. They are in my heart. And they are the people that I was thinking of when I was writing this album. Freedom is here. But they don't want us to know that or feel it.
Great. And the lyrics has, of course, a very personal style, speaking about feelings in a very personal way. And you decided to explain the lyrics, yeah?
Yeah.
There are comments about the lyrics and about the music. What's the importance for you to put these comments besides the
Well,
lyrics?
for me, I wanted my fans to know where some of the lyrics came from, and that they are, many of them, deeply personal, or about situations that have affected me. So that's why. And I know that many Blaze Bayley fans are interested in the lyrics. Many of my fans like me because I take time and I have a special style of lyrics that I do, and they look forward to that. And in some places, I just wanted to put that in context. So, for instance, in the song Pull Yourself Up, that is the dialogue of me saying, your recovery is in your own hand. Pull yourself up. No one is going to get up for you. After I had my motorcycle accident, no one is going to come and do the physio for you. No one is going to come and take the pain instead of you. You've got to experience this pain in your legs, because without that, you can't grow. You won't be able to use your legs properly again. And that's why it is that. They said, I'm not going to walk properly again. So I had to find a way to pull myself up. And when I wanted to be a singer, they said, you can't sing. People laughed at me. I said, I'm going to be a rock singer. And they would just laugh at me and say, you can't sing. It's incredible. Whereas my mother said, you could do whatever you want. My father said, if you don't try it, you regret not trying more than failing. And I had a lot of support from friends and fans along the way. And I learned to sing because I wanted to be a singer in a heavy metal band. I'm not a natural singer. I'm not a gifted person. I learned to sing because I wanted to be a singer in a band. I love to sing. Singing is my life. It's an incredible feeling to actually be a professional singer and songwriter and record producer. Is mind-blowing for somebody like me from a working class background with dyslexia, failed everything in school, including music, to be here living this dream of being a heavy metal singer. It's incredible. So when you listen to the album and you hear Pull Yourself Up, I'm talking to myself. You can talk to yourself. You can pull yourself up. You can tell yourself you can do it. Forget what everybody else says. And you can be the warrior. You can tell yourself, you can claim it. You won't always win, but you can always try. And these are the things I've said to myself in difficult situations. I've had incredible help and support from wonderful fans. And with War within the album, I was thinking of my fans and I wanted to give back to my fans. Right, you're in tough times. Here's the best music I can do from my heart to yours to help you through difficult hours.
Yeah, I am really thrilled hearing it. Great. And talking about, especially about Brazil, in this page, you are wearing a, wearing a t-shirt, a Brazilian t-shirt.
Yeah.
And it's about this song, 18 Flights. Can you talk a little bit about it?
Well, that is from a wonderful fan called Eduardo, who's been a Blaze Bayley fan for a long time. He bought me this wonderful football soccer shirt, and I really enjoy wearing it when I'm in Brazil, because most of the time I wear a black Blaze Bayley shirt, you know. So it's a lot of fun. And those photos are from the South American tour last time, and it was crazy. 18 flights and 15 shows. and we were all over the place. We had to fly, I think this is right, we had to fly from São Paulo to Peru to get to Chile, and the next week we were doing a gig in Chile, in Peru. It's just crazy, man, crazy. But that was the cheapest way to do it. They tried to stop us putting our guitars on the plane. We said, well, we've come to Peru with our guitars in the luggage on the, and the woman there, the baggage Nazi, she goes, oh no, you can't, they have to go in the hold. We said, we've only got little case, we haven't got a hard case, it can't go. Oh man, we nearly never left Peru on the thing. We get to Chile, and the promoter there, Omar, massive Blaze Bayley fan, he's called it Blaze Fest, and all the local bands are on. Beautiful room. We are 10 meters from the ocean there, beautiful sunshine. Oh man, great day. And we start our set, and then all the fans start running out, and the lights go out, and Omar comes on the stage to promote with a flashlight saying, it's an earthquake, we've got to get out the building. So what? And then on the phone, evacuate to higher ground, tsunami warning. We're 10 meters from the ocean, and it's a tsunami warning. Oh man. So, and afterwards we came back, there's bits of the building, parts of the venue had fallen off and gone into the street, and Omar said, would you write a song? Are you going to write a song about this? And I thought, you know what, that's a really good idea, because I've written songs about gigs and different situations, and Saxon have written songs about that. Also the very famous one, Deep Purple, Smoke on the Water, that's about a gig, a recording situation with the band gone wrong. So that was it. And I said to Chris Appleton, how many flights was it? And he said, it was 18 flights, 15 days. And then that was the lyric, and it's about the gig with the earthquake.
Great. And just curiosity, you are from Birmingham. Maybe you
Yes.
are a Aston Villa fan. Talking about
Yes,
football.
born Aston Villa, not chosen. In the family, you are born as the fan of the particular team. I was born Aston Villa fan. I don't really follow football, but that's it.
Yeah. Have you discussed a lot with Stevie Harris about football, because he's a fanatic, a fan of
Yeah,
West Ham?
when I was in Maiden, I was in the Iron Maiden football team, and we really enjoyed that. And we spoke a bit about football. I don't follow football that much, to be honest. I watch most of the major competitions, and Britain England has done very well with the ladies' football. We won the Ladies World Cup in football, an incredible achievement. In Brazil, you celebrate every sporting victory, no matter what, if it's beach volleyball or football or whatever, or cycling. But sadly, in England, we don't celebrate every sporting achievement the way that you do in Brazil. So we have many great sport. We have a new tennis champion now, a British tennis champion lady. It's fantastic, man. Absolutely fantastic. So I don't follow sport that much, but I love it when the underdog wins, when the little team, or the girl in the tennis, she's just a very young girl, very small, and she goes up against giants in the game and destroys them. It's incredible, man. Incredible.
And talking about Iron Maiden, are you making shows playing songs by Iron Maiden?
Yeah, what we did was so many people come to see me and they say, the last time I saw you was 1996, or the last time I saw you was Brazil Monsters of Rock, or Curitiba with Iron Maiden. And they don't even know that I have 11 studio albums of my own. I own my own very small record company and I put albums out all the time. So a lot of people asked for me to do it. And what we did, I wanted to do it as a special anniversary. So I did 25-year anniversary since I joined Iron Maiden. And I did a special set list of X Factor and Virtual 11. And I went to a couple of some promoters at festivals. Oh yeah, I'd love to have that. And I thought, what's good about it is the songs now, they're like old friends. And my arrangements of the songs, I do those like 20-year-old songs in my own Blaze Bayley style, slightly different. You still know which song it is, a little bit different from the Maiden versions. And fans have really, really loved it. And on my main tour, I do the War Within Me set list. And sometimes people book me for my Iron Maiden anniversary set list. And so many people liked it. And I like doing the songs as well. So it's a lot of fun, man. And a lot of my fans come to see both the anniversary set list because they never heard live the original singer of X Factor and Virtual 11. So they come to see that. And they also come and see me with War Within Me as well. So I'm very, very lucky to have so many wonderful fans that support me.
Yeah, because these are great albums. I think you wrote um, great songs. Future Rio, it's a great song. I love this song, When Two Worlds Collide. I love this song. I think
Yeah.
that is a special song for me. And the single of this album, it's a great song. It's a great song. But at that time, I think that the band was reinventing itself. Yeah, the Iron
Yeah,
Maiden was reinventing itself.
it was the start of the progressive era. When you look back, I don't sound like Bruce. They could have had anybody they wanted. They could have had somebody that sounded exactly like Bruce, just as good. They went for someone with a different sounding voice and made these different sounding records. And now we look back at the legacy of Iron Maiden, we see that change coming to more longer arrangements and darker songs and deep musical passages. So it was a change for the band and they've kept it up. They've done fantastic work since the Virtual 11. I do Virus in my set, which is from the Best of the Beast album. Now people are starting to share the old Virus video from Visions of the Beast. That's so old, man. I mean, obviously, I still look good, but I don't look like this. In the Virus video, it's look, it could be somebody else. But yeah, I do my own version of Virus as well, and I've kept that in my set list. I really enjoy doing that. Fans love hearing that. Maiden fans from back in the day, and it's kind of my song now, Virus. You know, I've done it that many times. Maiden never performed it. I never performed it live with Maiden. So the Blaze Bayley version of Virus is more or less the definitive version of it. So, yeah, I'm very, very lucky that I have the opportunity to go back, get these old friends out, dust it off, give them new clothes, and we do a nice set, just really enjoying and rejoicing. I loved being in Iron Maiden, a wonderful time in my life. Without that, I wouldn't have made the next 11 solo albums of my own. I wouldn't have made the War Within Me album, which many of my fans say is probably the best album that I've ever done in my career. So I learnt all of those things, so many about arrangements with Iron Maiden, and working closely with Steve Harris on Future Real, Man on the Edge, Como Estas Amigos, working closely with him and with Yannick Gers and Dave Murray on Two Worlds Collide, then that's where I learnt it. And if you listen to War Within Me, you can hear a direct influence of Iron Maiden in War Within Me. And I'm not hiding it. It is. It's directly influenced. I go, what are the things I love about Maiden and I love doing with Maiden? Oh, I'll have a bit of that right here.
Yeah, great. And just to say, it's important to say, I love the songs like Look for the Truth, The Aftermath. It's a great song. And songs like The Edge of Darkness, 2 a.m. Great songs on these albums. As you said, this album is it's a straight heavy metal. Yeah, it's great. I love it. I am enjoying so much this album. But Blaze, don't you bother about the fact that someone insists that you are the eternal former vocalist of Iron Maiden?
Well, no, because I'm heavy metal. If you cut me, I bleed metal. Okay, so I was a fan of Iron Maiden before. The advantage that I had was I knew if I became the singer of Iron Maiden, after that, I would always be known as a singer of Iron Maiden. No matter that I did albums with Wolfsbane or anything, because it's the same with Kiss. Former member of Kiss, and all really big bands. And people have left big bands, and it's always former member. But for me, I loved being in Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden's a fantastic band, and it's one of the most important bands in the history of music. They're as important as Rolling Stones, The Who, Led Zeppelin. Iron Maiden are that important in music. So for me, to be known as a part of one of the most important bands in history is incredible. And I don't get recognized because I look a lot different. So not many people recognize me, and I still get to live quite a normal life. So for me, it's great. It's a badge of honor. It's something I cherish in my heart that no one can ever take away from me. I had Man on the Edge with Iron Maiden, and it was top 10 in a lot of countries around the world. No one could, that's a fact. So no one could take that away. Plenty of people hate me because I was in Iron Maiden. They hate my style of singing and everything. That's fine. I like that, because if their reaction is so strong from those few people, who I don't know their names or their families, then the people that love me must love me just as much as the people that hate me. And I'm very, very lucky, man. When I came to Brazil with Iron Maiden, the fans in Brazil opened their heart to me as the new singer of Iron Maiden. They gave me so much support and encouragement. And I've been back to Brazil every time I can after that. And man, it's been a very important place for me, Brazil. When I did just huge concerts there and so much support from the Brazilian fans.
Yeah, yeah. And only two questions about Iron Maiden. Only two questions. First of all, uh, uh, did you did you keep a good relationship with Steve Harris
Yeah, we
a
still
long
talk.
time?
Yeah, still talk. And
You are
I,
friends. That's
yeah,
okay.
yeah. There's no animosity. I was treated very well by Iron Maiden when I left. Very fair and very well. I have no complaints. The thing is that where Steve and I got on very well is we liked that kind of music, and it was a joy to work together, and we bounce ideas very well together. So yeah, we still have a good relationship. They treated me very, very well. If I had problems after, it was my own fault,
Great.
and it's a lot of difficult times and all of that. And it took me a long time to come back, man. Now, to come back from that, I spent all my money on making those albums, on making Silica Messiah, 10th Dimension, Blood and Belief, and As Live as It Gets. I spent everything because I believed I would be able to make it and make a living. They all failed. They got good reviews from fans. Nobody knew about them. They all failed. And now people listen to my new album and they say, oh, they like it. They like the new I Made an album, and they like the new Blaze Bayley album. That's incredible.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
I'm so lucky.
yeah, the last question about Iron Maiden, please. I've been making a series of videos entitled "Explaining Senjutsu." I've been explaining every single song from Senjutsu, the brand new
Yes.
album,
Yeah.
and I've been making something like you did in your work, and but I am curious. Did you hear the brand new album
Yeah.
from Iron
I've
Maiden?
only
Did you
listened to
like
it.
it?
I've only listened to it a couple of times. I just haven't had much time, man, to do it. But what I've liked, I've heard is I like the Death of the Celts, and Hell and High Water, I think, is the other one. So, and the single as well. So yeah, there's some great music on there. I think it's a deep album, and it's not something that gives itself easily on the first time through. I think you've got to give it a chat. There's a lot going on, and there's a lot of mood changing with the chords that they've done in the instrumentals. So it's an album that I feel you have to go, right, what is the story? And then when the instrumental parts comes, it's just like an orchestral piece. What are they talking about now? What does this music make me feel? Why is it gone into this dark place? Where's it? So I don't think it gives itself up easily, but I think it's a good album. And the things that I've heard so far, I really like.
Yeah, great. I agree. I agree totally. I think you are totally right. This is a deep album, and let's talk a little bit more about this album. Are there plans for tours in
Yeah,
Brazil, especially in
yeah.
Brazil?
We just started a tour of the UK, but what my team did is they spread out the concerts over a long time so that if something got cancelled, you don't lose the whole tour. And we wanted to wait until it was safe for fans to come to concerts. So in the UK, everybody has had the chance to have the full double vaccination, and most people that come are fully vaccinated, and it's been okay. The sad part of it is I cannot do the meet and greet after the show. It's too much risk. And I've been doing a free meet and greet at my headline Blaze Bayley shows forever. And that's sad, man, because I don't get to meet my fans. But apart from that, and I'm using a different microphone as well, things have gone well. And we're just waiting, right? When is it safe? So now we've got some European shows next year. There's a few more shows in the UK now. And then next year, okay, we're going to see what it's like. We're trying Europe. Travel restrictions come down, everybody vaccinated, and see. And then we just see. For me, I want my shows to be as safe as they can be for my fans.
Okay, once again, thank you so much for joining us today. Congratulations by this brand new album, and uh, as soon as possible, I hope see you in São Paulo. And feel free to leave a message to the Brazilian fans, please.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Brazil. Muito, muito obrigado, amigos, amigas. Thank you so much from me, Blaze Bayley. Thank you, Brazil.
Great, great. Bye. Thank you once again. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thank you so much. I'm thrilled talking to you. It's a great moment for me. Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, man. See you soon.
See ya.